So typically, just hours after I recorded and uploaded my UFC 285 early prediction video, of course, Esteban Brodovic's opponent is announced, and he does have a short notice replacement opponent in Loic Redzhabov. To my understanding, Loic Redzhabov was actually on the Ultimate Fighter Season 31. I have a feeling he was one of those guys that was released, and now he has been kind of given a bit of a favor here and put on UFC 285 against Esteban Brodovich, who was looking for an opponent anyway. So I think this is kind of the UFC's way of saying, we're sorry, maybe he did get kicked off the show, and this is our way of just saying, hey, we'll sign you anyway if you will fight Esteban Brodovich, who's making his debut. If you guys know anything about me, if you know anything about Esteban Brodovich, I will not shut up about this guy. Ever since his Dana White's Contender Series fight, I've been the conductor of the hype train, but when I saw that this fight was made, I was like, man, this is a tough one. This is not an easy fight for my boy Esteban Brodovich, but I am still picking him anyway. I am very well aware about who Loic Redzhabov is, and he does deserve a lot of respect. But the odds, I think, are a little bit wide. You mean, getting him on short notice, minus 250 to the plus 200 Brodovich. Loic Redzhabov, has fought the much better competition. He's actually had a lot of success in PFL, which is a pretty big promotion himself. He's a very hard guy to finish as well. I think he was actually in the finals against Raj Manfio in 2021. He fought at 165 pounds. I think it was against Zach Zane. Ended up submitting him, but Zach Zane is kind of on a little bit of a losing streak since he lost to Loic Redzhabov. He kind of hasn't won since then. And it is also worth noting he's been submitted 3 times in that losing streak. So, yeah, a bit of a rough one for old mate Zach Zane. So Zach Zane's pretty susceptible to submissions. Ended up getting submitted by Redzhabov. Redzhabov's well-rounded. He's not really too much of a finisher. He hasn't got a finish in a while, aside from the Zach Zane win and the Akhmed Aliev win. You've got to go all the way back to 2017 for his last finish. He tends to go the distance, and he also tends to slow down a little bit towards the end of the fight because he hasn't never been finished in his career. All 4 of his losses are by decision. All 11 of Esteban Brodovich's wins are by finish, so he's probably going to have to finish Loic Redzhabov if he wants to win this fight. But the thing about Loic Redzhabov is, as I said, he does slow down. He can slow down. I've seen him slow down before, which is kind of why some of his decisions end up being a little bit closer than they should be. He starts out pretty strong. He's a good wrestler. He's not as fast on the feet. He's probably the better wrestler and probably the better grappler as well over Esteban Brodovich and just over in this matchup. But I like Esteban Brodovich's style on the feet a lot in this matchup. Loic Redzhabov is not that fast on the feet. Esteban Brodovich is super fast, he's super quick, but he's super aggressive. And maybe, especially against a wrestler, maybe he's over-aggressive. Maybe he's going to be running forward like he did against Thomas Paul, run straight to the center of the octagon, and just throw combinations, and it's just going to get him taken down. I don't want to see him do that. I want to see him fight a smarter game plan like he did after the nut shot against Thomas Paul. But even then, he was still getting hit on the feet quite a bit, so I do think Esteban Brodovich is actually going to be the first man to finish Loic Redzhabov. I think he's going to get a KO in this matchup. I think what he's going to have to do is he's going to just kind of have to avoid the first round. Loic Redzhabov is going to slow down. He's on short notice. He's a pretty big guy himself. Maybe it wasn't at 165 pounds at Eagle FC. I thought it was. My bad. But he's a pretty big guy for the weight class as Loic. It was at 165. He's big for lightweight. He's going to have to cut weight on short notice. This fight probably was organised at least a week ago, I would say, because I did have on good terms that Esteban Brodovich had an opponent a couple of days ago, but it just hadn't been officially announced yet. And yeah, we've got it now. I think Brodovich, he's going to be smaller than Redzhabov, although he's a little bit taller listed on Trapology. Redzhabov's going to be bigger than him. He's going to be the better wrestler, maybe the better pure grappler, but I think Brodovich on the feet, he's got an advantage, and he's so fast, and he's so powerful, man. And he's so aggressive, too. And he didn't, it's not like he ran out there to get the KO against Thomas Paul. He actually got him on a counter, which was interesting. He didn't run forward and find it. So I do have Esteban Brodovich in this matchup. He's not just your ordinary 11-0 guy with 11 finishes like we have seen in the past. He's actually beaten a couple of good guys in the past, but he's been 3 rounds before. He can push a pace if he has to. He's in good shape. He was preparing for this fight anyway. Against Kamala Kirk, he would have smacked up Kamala Kirk in the first round, to be fair, but I think he's got it. I really do. I think he's got this fight it's a tough one. It's a tough underdog pick. A lot of people picking Radovich at the moment. Maybe it will change by tomorrow when I do my full card predictions. But, dude, I'm not going to talk about Esteban Radovich non-stop without any breaks whatsoever and then pick against him. It's such a tough matchup. It's a bit of a... It's not a nightmare matchup. It's not a nightmare matchup at all. But it's a tough matchup. And I think Esteban Radovich is still going to take it, though, man. I think he's got that striking style. They can give someone like Loic Redzhabov problems, who's not the best striker in the world. He's not the fastest striker in the world either. He's not too quick on the feet. Esteban Radovich can be in and out. He can be in and out. He can be first and third if he has to be. He throws combinations. He throws wild, but he's technical too. He's wild and technical, and I think it's going to work against Loic Redzhabov. He's a massive underdog too. Plus 200. Radovich. I got him finishing Loic Redzhabov in the second round by KO. I think he's going to get it done, dude. It's going to be a big win for him. But if Loic Redzhabov wins, good for him. He just defeated the undefeated Esteban Radovich. Pretty cool. I've also bought this this poster, so I'm actually looking forward to having the Esteban Radovich signature because I'm hyped for him. I think he's going to be great in the UFC. Win or lose in this debut, he's going to be great. He's going to have fun fights. But man, there's going to be a lot of cool signatures to have. You know, you got Farid Basharat, who could be a contender in the future. Cameron Sulaiman is going to be a contender. Ian Gary is going to be a contender. He'll have a good signature to own. Araujo and Ribas are both pretty highly ranked. Cody Garbrandt's signature would be quite cool to own. Dricus du Plessis and Derek Brunson as well. Potentially Derek Brunson's retirement fight I've heard rumours of, even though he wants to fight a lot. And then the whole main card would be good to have their signature. You know what I mean? Like, we've got John Jones, we've got Cyril Gane, you've got Shevchenko, Rakhmonov, Gamrot and Turner, Pickett and Nickel. Dude, oh man, I'm so happy. Like, I got this card. I got this. I pre-ordered it, dude. I pre-ordered this signed autograph thing. Hopefully this is the poster. I think this is a sick poster. I'm pretty sure it is. That's awesome. I'm hyped for it, man. It's going to be good. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, though. Appreciate it. If you made it this far, please like, comment, subscribe, all those sort of things. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.